channel. As you guys know, this is the second video that we are airing, and I am so happy to be here. If you're a returning subscriber, I must say a very big welcome to you. Thank you so much for your continuous support. I really appreciate it. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. I am Sandra Silvanas, a registered nurse both in Nigeria and in the UK, and I've recently relocated to the UK as well. On this channel, we talk about lifestyle, everything concerning lifestyle, health tips, natural hair tips as well, a bit about travels, and a lot more fun and intellectual stuff. And it's all about positive vibes on this channel. I initially wanted to make another content, for this second video, but it then occurred to me that we're in the month of March, and the month of March, as I like to call it, is the month for women. As some of you do not know, or some people know, March 8th is the International Women's Day. But I personally do not believe or feel like women should just be celebrated with in just a single day. A woman encompasses a whole lot of positivity, and they're so important to us. We are so important and valuable to the society, and I think we should be celebrated every single day of the year. If you think I'm wrong, let me know, but I think so. I mean, they are the reason for our existence. They are the vessel through which we are brought into this world. So yes, a woman should not just be celebrated within just one day. Rather, she should be celebrated every day of her life. Now, some people do not know what the International Women's Day is all about. Basically, it's just a day used to commemorate, the political, the cultural, and the socioeconomic achievements of women over the years. Great women that have, made their names known, within the society. And it's also a time that brings to light the various types of, woman rights, also the type of abuses, reproductive rights, and type of violence that women go through on a daily basis. And what are some of this violence? We know them. We have the female genital mutilation, we have domestic violence, we have the forced prostitution, early marriages. There are just a lot of them. The list is like so endless. There are so many things. And I'm not saying that men don't go through their own thing. Continue. But I think in the society, women are much more on a disadvantaged part. They are much more challenged. They are more prone to much more risk. Because men, most times, they just rob them and stuff. But women are more prone to rape and, violation, mutilation, and all sorts of things, basically. So that's what just the International Women's Day is all about. It's just a day to really appreciate women, talk about their achievements, and not just the good, but also reflect on the bad, things that happen to women, the bad things that women are also pre-exposed to, and, talk about ways on how to curb some of these things or how to make things better. And now the United Nations women have come up with a theme for this year's International Women's Day, and that is gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow. Gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. Now, I know this is a very sensitive topic that triggers people most of the time, because it's usually something that has lingered from time immemorial, this issue of gender equality. And I just think it's that way because people tend to misunderstand what gender equality is really all about. Some people would just say, I'm sorry, especially the men, once they hear gender equality, the next thing they hear is feminism. And forgive me, but I would also appreciate the fact that so many women out there these days have turned feminism into something else, totally different from the course, from the initial course, what it was supposed to actually be. It should just be about standing up for ourselves as women, but there are females these days that have turned feminism into something totally different. But that's not what this video is all about. Gender equality is just about giving the woman the same amount of opportunity that is given to the man to thrive in a society. And we all know that this is not what applies most of the time. There are still people today that believe that the female should not even go to school because, I mean, she's just supposed to be at home, taking care of the home, cleaning the home, cooking, and she has no business with the school.
There is God.
There's still people that have ideas like that, and there are lots worse. Men are given the opportunity to go to school, to become useful, get a successful job, take their own part in life. But there are women or girls that are even forced to go into early marriages as early as 12 years old, 10, 11, So gender equality is not even about trying to drag with who is the man and who is not the man. No, you're a man. It's there already. You're the head. And nobody's trying to drag that position with the men. But people always misunderstand what gender equality is all about. It's just about giving the woman the same amount of opportunity. The same resources you give to the man to thrive, you give it to the woman also. She should not be at a challenged part, at a disadvantaged part in the society. And that's what gender equality is all about. The woman should be able to come out for positions that a man would naturally come out for. These things start at a very early age, and we just keep growing with it, and it just seems very normal to everyone. Even in the universities, when people are coming out for the student union government presidency, everybody just has it in their mind that it's just the man that should go for the presidency, and of course the woman goes for the vice presidency. These are the kind of things we talk about when we say gender equality. Some people say what a man can do, a woman can do better, but I mean, that's not even the case here. We are human beings. Let's even go back to the Bible. Genesis 2 verse 18. The Lord God said, I'm sorry, I have to go all biblical here. It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper. I'll make him a helper suitable for him. It wasn't my word. It was the Lord God that said. He did not say he will make him a housemaid.
Will you keep quiet?
A helper, someone that would be by his side, helping him. But people have turned it to, no, the woman has to be behind. And, that's just what this whole gender equality is all about. I'm not going to really just dive into the whole thing because it's a very broad issue. But I mean, I've just kind of summarized what I think gender equality is all about. It's not about dragging the man's position. No, the man will always be the man. The man will always be the head of the home, the head of the family. So talking about gender equality, this is not going to be the usual video where we would put up pictures of great women and their achievements, like Fumilayo and some Kuti or Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, because we know them, we talk about them most of the time, we celebrate them. This is not what this video is going to be about. We're still in the context of gender equality, and we're going to bring this down to the grassroots level. And it's not going to be the usual video where we blame everything on men, because in as much as we know that, okay, men already have this idea or ideology about women and, the part they should play within the society or the role that they should take up within the society. I think we should start to look within ourselves, because charity, they say, begins at home. Sometimes I just ask myself, what exactly could be responsible for this gender inequality or inequality saga? I know it's something that's always lingered from time immemorial, like I said before. But since it's a struggle that we've been pushing for, what have we as, individuals, as women, done to even help ourselves? Because before you can push for something, there has to be a level you have placed yourself, so that when you are trying to even ask for something, it makes sense. You cannot be seeking for a CEO position when all you have is SSC.
Jesus is Lord!
Exactly. So, with the things that happen most of the time, you have like a stranger, a random man come into your DM, someone you don't even know, and you open the message, and the next thing you're seeing is a nude picture.
Apostle, we hear of this.
Like, you get messages like, oh, if you would send me a picture of this and that, I will give you a certain amount of money. You know, I get very pissed off when I get messages like that, because I think every girl has been a victim of stuff like that. That's harassment, sexual harassment. But who do we talk to? But that's not the point. When I see things like that, I get very, very pissed off. But I just sit back and ask myself, I just tell myself, I don't really think it's this person's fault. I think it's just the way some ladies have placed themselves within the society. And that's why a random person would come into your DM and think it's okay to, you know, send you pictures like that and even ask you to reciprocate for some kind of, you know, monetary exchange or something. And so I thought to myself, I said there are a lot of factors that could be responsible for, you know, how the valued women are within the society. But then I think women have like a great role to play, you know, within this sector.
Look at you.
With the whole thing, I think women have like a great role to play here. You know, I could just summarize everything with one word, and that is value. Value. Women these days have lost value for themselves. They don't respect themselves. They do all sorts of things, put themselves in, you know, very compromising positions with men. And how can you ask for gender equality when you've belittled yourself so much? Struggling for equality with these people. It will always just be, it's not these ones. What do they offer? What can they bring to the table? So yes, I'm going to be talking to women today. Also the men, because you mean you could learn something. You have sisters, you have little female cousins, and you know, other people in your lives. You have high value and you place high value in yourself, things tend to work better. Your voice will be heard most of the time. So when I was preparing content for this video, I came across a post, and you know, it was like an article, and I told myself that I must share this with someone out there. One person, two people. It was a very long article, so I kind of took down some notes. So permit me, I'm going to be reading sometimes from the notes that I made. So now this post is on high value woman. We're talking about value still, placing value on yourself. So how can you place value on yourself? Who is a high value woman? Now, according to the post, a high value woman is someone who knows her worth and exudes an energy that goes beyond the physical. And this energy attracts people to her. But she's careful of who she allows into her life. And a high value woman is not just someone who is sought after by men, but she's someone who knows her values, and she can hold her own regardless of whatever people say or do about her. This is just big English.
Will you keep quiet?
Basically what they're saying is a high value woman is someone who knows her worth. She's responsible for herself and her well-being. She knows what she wants. She goes for it. She doesn't stoop for less. She goes for what she deserves, regardless of what anybody thinks about her. She doesn't care. She does not seek validation from people. Now, to go into the high value woman further, they listed some traits that a high value woman should possess. I'm just going to talk about a few of them because, like I said, the article was a very long one. So the first trait there is that she knows her worth, which is what I just said earlier on when I was explaining. She knows her worth. She knows what she's made up of. She knows what she brings to the table. So she doesn't go around seeking validation from people. If she wants to make a bold move, she doesn't wait for someone to tell her, oh yes, do it, it's right. Oh no, do it, it's wrong. She's a woman of her own mind. That's who a high value woman is. Now, she loves and respects herself. That's another trait of a high value woman. And what does this mean? She loves her skin. She loves the texture of her hair. She loves her charisma. She enjoys her own company. There are some of us, all of us, some of us do not even know how to stay in our own company. We don't even know what it means to enjoy our own company, how to have our own personal time with ourselves. Some people cannot even stay without looking for who to cling on to because they are just afraid of staying on their own. No, a high value woman enjoys her own company because she believes that it's only when she can enjoy her own company that she can share that company with another person to make it a very awesome one. So yes, a high value woman enjoys her company. She loves herself. She respects herself, values herself highly. She knows what she wants and would not settle for less. That is a high value woman. So now, another trait of a high value woman is that she is kind and compassionate. She displays kindness to everybody. She doesn't segregate. She does not say, oh, I'm the CEO, I cannot relate with my cleaner, or I cannot relate properly with my driver. And she doesn't even care if her bougie friends are there trying to tell her, oh, you are lame for, acting so kind to this person. She is humble. As much as she places standards, on herself, she is humble. There are two different things. People sometimes mistake or, confuse setting standards for yourself and being proud. She sets standards for herself. She knows what she's worth and she places herself in that category. Now, another trait of a high value woman is that she is committed to growth and learning. She is someone that would always want to learn something new. She doesn't believe in staying static, in doing the same things every day. For her, every day is a new day to learn something. It's a new day to pick up something new. There's some people that are just okay with just staying at one particular place. They're fine with where they are, as long as they're just comfortable. They don't want stress. No, a high value woman is someone that would want to pick something new every day. She wants to grow. She's not just okay with, oh, I finished schooling, or I just want to just go and just chill somewhere.
Hey,
She thinks of how to grow. She has plans. She has ambitions. You cannot meet a high value woman and live like that. It's like when you're in the presence of God. You can't live the same way. That is the kind of traits that a high value woman possesses. You can't meet a high value woman and live like that because she has impacted herself with so much knowledge, with so much growth. And so whenever you meet her like this, you're learning something new from her. That is a high value woman. You have to be able to bring something to the table for someone to appreciate you. So moving on, she is self-aware and empathic. She's aware of the effect that her thoughts, words, and behaviors have on other people. She understands that it's not just what you say, but how you say it. It's how you communicate it. Like I said earlier on, she's humble. So in as much as you do something nasty to her and then she wants to call you out, she would call you out, but she will still do it with caution. She won't just open her mouth. There's some people that just open their mouth. Wow.
There is God.
And everything starts to come out. No, she considers who she's talking to. She considers your feelings. That's how to be a lady. That's how to be a high value woman. You don't just, because you feel someone offended you just open your mouth. Some people will start to fight. Some people will start to do things. And you want to drag equality with reasonable people in society.
Continue.
That's why I said I'm not coming here to blame the men. I know the men have their things. They make some kind of comments, degrading comments about women. But how do we put ourselves in front of these people, to make things better for us? So, moving on, another trait of a high value woman is that she's grounded in maturity. She's not interested in playing games, in stringing men along for fun, or pretending to be busy because she does not want to reply a message. She wants to give an impression that she's busy. All those type of, little girl attitude. You know, she knows she's special and she doesn't need to prove it to anybody. If she wants something, if she's interested in you, she'll go for you. She does not do all this meandering up and down.
She what?
They will send you message around 12 noon. You will be replying around 6 p.m. Hard to get. A high value woman will not do that. If she already considers you as a waste of time, she will not even entertain you to start with. But if she wants you, she goes for what she wants. It's part of something it's part of what we talked about earlier on. She knows what she wants, she goes for it. She doesn't string people along for fun. She doesn't look for how to collect money from men. Like she just forms things just to string people along.
How do we hear of this?
Collect money from them. She's not that kind of person. That is not who a high value woman. So another trait of a high value woman, I'm just going to try and just wrap it up. I'm not going to list all the points.
2,000 years later.
A high value woman embraces her vulnerability. Being vulnerable for her is not just about being weak or needy or too much or being clingy. No, it's about being emotionally brave. Being able to take certain risk, even though she's scared, putting herself out there. Like I said earlier, I'm not seeking validation from people. She's emotionally brave. She wants something. She knows it's risky. She is scared, but she still goes for it. You know, she's open to, you know, being hurt and, you know, getting disappointed along the way. But she knows that this disappointment and, you know, hurt will only lead her to greater achievements of her goals and what she's aiming for. That is a high value woman. Some of us are so scared to even take that big move. We want to do something, but we are scared. What will people say? Oh, what if I get hurt? What if I do this? How do I start from the beginning? They will laugh at me if I do this. No, that's not high value woman. If you don't put yourself out there, how do you really achieve your goals? How do you get what you want in life or what you want from life? One of the last traits that I would mention from that article, because there were a list of other things, she has class. This one is quite explanatory. I'm sure some people were expecting me to have said something about it earlier on.
Will you keep quiet?
She knows how to embrace her charm, her femininity, and powerful beauty. She knows how to carry herself with so much grace and eloquence. You know, she doesn't feel the need to seek attention from people. It's still the same seeking validation we've been talking about. She doesn't seek attention. She doesn't try to compete with other people or other women. Rather, she believes that empowering women is paramount. Rather than compete with them, she believes that she has to empower them if it's in her power. Because she believes that everybody has a space at the table. This one is a very big problem with women these days. A very big problem with women these days. They compete with themselves. I experience this one like on a regular. They're not happy when they see their fellow woman, especially when they see that maybe you look better in terms of appearance.
There is God. Oh.
You might ask them for a favor. Maybe you know it's an office you walk into, you need something from the office, and it's the receptionist you're meeting. The type of attitude that she would use to even welcome you to start with. I'm talking because I experience this one like regularly. The type of attitude she would use to welcome you first, and then you'll be standing there and she'll be wasting your time, and then a guy will walk in and you will see smile that you've stood there for like 30 minutes, you'd not see smile on that face. You see smile instantly. And I asked myself, what is happening? Your fellow woman. Women, let's start doing better for ourselves, really. Let's start doing better. Let's start empowering ourselves. Let's start helping ourselves out. Because it doesn't just make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So these are the traits of a high value woman, there's still a lot of them. And if you know more that I did not mention, please leave your comments, in the comments box below. I would love to read them. I would love to know. And you could be teaching other people out there who might not be aware or who might not have like so much idea on what a high value woman is. And I'm not just talking to the females, I'm talking to the male counterparts as well, because you have sisters, you have female cousins, you have your female colleagues at work and other people that matter to you. So yes, leave your ideas for me in the comments section below. If you feel like there's anything that I've said so far that you did not agree with, also let me know in the comments section below as well. So in the end, the point of this whole video is that we as women should start placing so much value on ourselves, because we need to bring this thing home. Because charity begins at home, as I said earlier on, at the start of this video. Charity begins at home, and if you do not place value on yourself as a person, you cannot expect the society to place any kind of value on you. It doesn't even just have to do with the opposite sex, even same gender. There's how you portray yourself to a group of your female friends, and if you're someone that doesn't even have like value for yourself, you don't have any kind of class or whatever, you would get the type of treatment that you will get from them. So it's not just about the opposite sex, it works both ways. With your female friends, with your male friends, let's start doing things differently. Let's start. I know it's going to take a while, but I mean, let's start from the grassroots level to start doing better. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and I hope you've learned one thing or another. And if you stayed to this point, a very big thank you to you. I hope you loved this video, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe as well, and also leave your comments for me in the comment section below. Please, I want to read your comments. I want to know what you think about everything that I've said so far, and if you have more to add, please also add them in the comment section. You could be teaching someone else out there. And do not forget to turn on the post notification button so that you're alerted whenever I put up any new posts, guys. I'm always going to try my best to bring wonderful content to you guys, so please press that. You see that bell notification thing there? Just press it so that whenever I put up any content, you are the first to know about it. So guys, I just want to encourage you today, show love to a woman out there. It could be your sister, it could be your cousin, it could be your colleague at work, it could even be a woman you pass on the roadside on a daily. Maybe that woman that sells plantain by the roadside, or a woman that has a store. Show her love. I'm not talking to male alone, I'm talking to females here as well. Empower your fellow woman. Do something different. Show her love. It could be an appreciative note, it could be a gift, it could be anything. Just do something nice for a woman out there today. Doesn't just have to be a family member. Do something nice for a woman. They're deserving of it. Okay, let's start showing ourselves love. Do something very nice for a woman today. Let today not pass and you've not shown love to somebody. Surprise somebody, make them happy today. Okay, I mean, it should not just be on a particular day like this. We should always try to show random love to people. It doesn't have to always be when there's a particular celebration. So I'm just going to end by saying happy Independence Women's Day. You guys are awesome. Keep being you, keep doing you, keep pushing, keep going for those goals, and keep achieving those goals and achieving your dreams. Until my next video, guys, you guys stay safe and remain awesome. I love you all. Bye.